In just 72 hours, millions of SSI and SSDI beneficiaries across America will wake up to find nearly $3,000 deposited directly into their bank accounts. And this is only the beginning of President Trump's groundbreaking $3,550 relief package specifically designed for Social Security disability recipients. We're talking about the largest single payment increase for disabled Americans in over 2 decades, with $2,970 hitting accounts this Friday, followed by additional payments that will bring the total relief to an unprecedented $3,550 per eligible recipient. This isn't speculation or wishful thinking. The payment systems are already processing. Banks have been notified, and the Treasury Department has confirmed that direct deposits will begin appearing in accounts within the next 3 days. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell right now, because we're your go-to source for breaking news on Social Security benefits, disability payments, and government relief programs that directly impact your financial future. The timing of this massive relief package couldn't be more crucial for the millions of Americans who depend on SSI and SSDI benefits to survive. Have you been struggling to keep up with rising costs while your monthly benefits remain virtually unchanged? President Trump's administration has recognized that disabled Americans have been disproportionately affected by inflation and economic pressures, and this $3,550 relief package represents the most comprehensive response to that crisis we've ever seen from any administration. What makes this relief package so different from previous government assistance programs? The Trump administration has structured this specifically around the unique needs and circumstances of SSI and SSDI beneficiaries, rather than treating disability recipients as an afterthought in broader stimulus programs. The $2,970 initial payment that's arriving in just 3 days represents immediate relief that disabled Americans can access without jumping through bureaucratic hoops or waiting for complex application processes to be completed. The payment structure has been carefully designed to work seamlessly with existing Social Security Administration systems, which means if you're already receiving SSI or SSDI benefits through direct deposit, you'll automatically receive this relief payment using the same banking information that's already on file. There's no need to apply, no need to verify your eligibility, and no need to worry about whether you'll be forgotten in the distribution process, like has happened with some previous relief programs. But why is this $2,970 payment arriving first? And what about the remaining $580 that completes the full $3,550 package? The administration has strategically split the payments to ensure that the largest portion reaches beneficiaries immediately, while allowing time for additional verification processes that will maximize the total relief amount. The remaining $580 will be distributed over the following weeks through a combination of direct payments and enhanced monthly benefit adjustments that will provide ongoing relief rather than just a one-time boost. What specific challenges have SSI and SSDI beneficiaries been facing that made this level of relief necessary? Recent data shows that disabled Americans have experienced effective benefit reductions of nearly 25% over the past 5 years when adjusted for real-world inflation in essential goods and services, healthcare costs, prescription medications, medical equipment, and accessible housing options have all increased at rates far exceeding the minimal cost of living adjustments applied to disability benefits. Many beneficiaries have been forced to choose between basic necessities like food and medication, creating health and safety crises that this relief package is designed to address immediately. The Trump administration's approach to this relief represents a fundamental shift in how government assistance is delivered to disabled Americans. Rather than creating new bureaucratic layers or complex application processes, they've leveraged existing Social Security infrastructure to deliver maximum relief with minimum delay. This means that every dollar allocated for relief actually reaches beneficiaries rather than being consumed by administrative costs and delays. How will this $2,970 payment actually appear in your bank account? And what should you expect to see? The payment will show up as a direct deposit with clear identification, marking it as emergency relief for SSI SSDI beneficiaries. Banks have been instructed to process these payments immediately upon receipt, which means there shouldn't be the typical holds or delays that sometimes occur with large government deposits. Most major banks are expecting to see these payments appear in customer accounts between Thursday evening and Friday morning, depending on their individual processing schedules. What does this mean for beneficiaries who typically receive paper checks rather than direct deposit? The administration has prioritized getting relief to people as quickly as possible, which means there's been a special emphasis on converting paper check recipients to direct deposit for this relief package. If you normally receive your SSI or SSDI benefits via paper check, You should contact your local Social Security office immediately to set up direct deposit, or you may face significant delays in receiving your $2,970 payment. The economic impact of putting nearly $3,000 into the hands of millions of disabled Americans simultaneously cannot be overstated. This represents one of the largest single injections of purchasing power into communities across the country, and it's specifically targeted toward individuals who will spend this money immediately on essential needs rather than saving or investing. Local businesses, healthcare providers, pharmacies, grocery stores, and service providers are all expected to see immediate increases in activity as this relief money circulates through local economies. Are there any tax implications that beneficiaries need to consider when receiving this relief payment? The current structure treats this payment as emergency relief rather than taxable income, which means recipients won't need to worry about owing additional taxes or having this money affect their benefit calculations. This is particularly important for SSI recipients who face strict income limitations that could affect their ongoing eligibility if relief payments were treated as countable income. What sets this relief package apart from previous government assistance programs is the recognition that disabled Americans face unique expenses and challenges that aren't adequately addressed by general population relief measures. The $3,550 total relief amount was calculated based on a comprehensive analysis of the additional costs associated with living with disabilities, including higher healthcare expenses, specialized equipment needs, accessible housing costs, and the limited employment opportunities that create financial vulnerability for this population. The remaining $580 portion of the relief package will be distributed through a combination of direct payments and enhanced monthly benefit adjustments over the coming weeks. This staged approach ensures that beneficiaries receive immediate, substantial relief, while also providing ongoing support that addresses the long-term financial pressures that have been building for years. Some recipients may see this additional money as early as their next regular benefit payment, while others may receive it as a separate direct deposit depending on their specific benefit type and payment schedule. How does this relief package fit into the broader Trump administration economic strategy for supporting disabled Americans? This $3,550 relief represents just the first phase of a comprehensive approach to addressing the financial challenges facing SSI and SSDI beneficiaries. Administration officials have indicated that this emergency relief will be followed by structural reforms to benefit calculation methods, cost of living adjustment procedures, and asset limitation rules that have prevented many disabled Americans from achieving financial stability. What should beneficiaries do right now to ensure they receive their $2,970 payment without any complications? The most important step is verifying that your direct deposit information is current and accurate with the Social Security Administration. If you've moved, changed banks, or closed accounts since your last benefit payment, updating this information immediately is crucial for avoiding delays. The Social Security Administration has extended office hours and phone support, specifically to help beneficiaries update their information before the payment processing begins. The verification systems that have been put in place for this relief package are designed to prevent fraud while ensuring that legitimate beneficiaries receive their payments as quickly as possible. Advanced security measures are protecting the payment process, but they're also designed to be transparent to legitimate recipients, which means you shouldn't experience any additional verification requirements if your benefit information is current and accurate. What happens if there are problems with your payment or if you don't receive the expected amount? The Trump administration has established dedicated support systems specifically for this relief package, including expanded Social Security office hours, additional phone support lines, and online tracking systems that will allow beneficiaries to check their payment status and resolve any issues quickly. This represents a significant improvement over previous relief programs where beneficiaries often faced long wait times and limited support when problems occurred. The long-term implications of this relief package extend far beyond the immediate financial impact by demonstrating that substantial targeted relief for disabled Americans can be delivered efficiently and effectively. This program is setting the stage for more comprehensive reforms to the entire Social Security disability system. The success of this $3,550 relief package could pave the way for permanent improvements to benefit levels, eligibility processes, and ongoing support systems that have needed reform for decades. As we count down these final 72 hours before the $2,970 payments begin hitting bank accounts, millions of SSI and SSDI beneficiaries are preparing for the most significant financial relief they've received in years. This isn't just about immediate bill paying or essential purchases. It's about restoring dignity and financial stability to Americans whose disabilities have made them particularly vulnerable to economic pressures that have been building for years. The next 3 days will be transformative for disabled Americans across the country, and this is just the beginning of what promises to be the most comprehensive approach to disability benefit reform and relief in modern American history. Make sure your banking information is updated. Keep an eye on your account and prepare for the financial breathing room that millions of Americans have been desperately waiting for.